It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and we got a beer from Utopian Brewing Company. Now, Utopian, let me show you the can, are probably best known for their lagers. I was on holiday in Cornwall. Now, I don't get this in my Sainsbury's in Cardiff, but I went to a Sainsbury's, wanted to pick up some beer for an afternoon for a barbecue whilst on holiday, and I come across this in the beer aisle, and I thought, oh, I'll pick this up. Utopian Brewing, the Hop Thief, Cold IPA, 5.8% ABV, 440 milliliter can. Now that makes sense that they've made a cold IPA because of their sort of kind of lagering techniques, if you like. We'll get into that in a moment. It's all to do with like cold fermentation and that sort of thing. We had Brute IPA, which didn't do very well. It didn't do well at all. This beer was £3.50, or it was part of a buy three, get your fourth can free deal in Sainsbury's. Which Sainsbury's was it? Penzance. That's where I picked this up. Right the way down in the corner of the UK. That right down in Penzance. Penzance Sainsbury's. We got a 3-finger ivory coloured head. Good levels of carbonation. It looks like a sort of a hazy IPA, doesn't it? It's not as hazy as one of those New England things. A little bit more clarity, but we haven't got all of the beer in the glass yet. It has created quite a large 2-finger white head. Let's get the aroma then. Oh, the aroma on that is fantastic. Whoa. Wow. Lemon, lime and grapefruit. That's what I'm picking up. The aroma, honestly, the aroma on that is just terrific. It's really punching out the glass. Again, best known for their lagers. Let's try their IPA. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. I was talking lemon and lime, wasn't I? That is like biting lime peel. Not that I ever have, but I've bitten lemon peel and orange peel. But I can imagine this is what chewing on putting a whole lemon peel, skin in your mouth, chewing it away. What? Full on. Great drinkability though, really refreshing. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Juicy. And once you've had that first taste, once you've experienced that first real kind of almost like a hammer blow of a hop sensation from that first taste, that bitterness that comes through on the back end off that first taste. Your palate adjusts quite quickly. It's a bit like drinking sour beer. When you get that kind of first real punching kind of sour taste from a sour beer, the second taste isn't so sour, the third taste is not so sour, and then you start to kind of really get into the other flavours of the beer. Quite similar with this. It starts off really hoppy, and then it kind of just sort of, your body adjusts to it, your face adjusts to it, your palate adjusts to it. The rest of the beer is now in the glass. It's got that lovely frothy, lovely kind of head to it. Good carbonation. Little bit more hazy, I suppose, but have a look at that carbonation as you rock the beer back and forth. I like the beer. I think it's really good. I can't buy it in my local Cardiff store, so I'm not going to be able to drive all the way down to Penzance for it again, am I? So I will cherish this glass of beer. Cold IPA has its origins in the West Coast IPA style, and ours is no exception, with a solid malt backbone and a big dry hop with 100% British hops. That's it, dry, bitter hops. There is some sweetness there from the malts. I haven't really talked about it. Could have talked about the balance a little bit, I suppose. But this is all about the hops, this beer. It is all about those beautiful hops. The difference comes in fermentation, where we use our house lager yeast at a lower temperature to give the beer a crisp, dry, clean finish, but still with amazing hop character you'd expect in a Westie. That's a West Coast IPA. Right, okay. Makes sense. So, as I mentioned earlier on, being a predominantly lager brewing company, a lot of cold fermentation going on, plus the house lager yeast being used in the beer. So it's lager yeast with lots of hops. It's a beautiful beer. I'd like to buy it again, but I won't be able to, unless it arrives in Cardiff one day. Cardiff Sainsbury's. Rating. Looks good, smells good, tastes wonderful. I like that enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. So 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.